I hate riding the bus, y'all. I wish I had a car, or hell, even a scooter. I can't stand the bus. And I don't know, I can't stand it because, well, first of all, like, for example, when people get on the bus, they get off either the next stop or the stop after that. And I'm like, why couldn't you just walk? You mean to tell me you just spent $1.45 to go 50 feet? Good sir, you're lazy. That's just purebred laziness. And I see that countless times. Oh my god, don't get me started on the types of people here in DC. At least over 10,000 people ride metro buses and metro trains in a day. And for some reason, out of the tens and thousands of people that ride metro, the one motherfucker said to me has to smell like crack and a sweaty ass. Every single fucking time. Just sitting here, next thing I know, some old guy with a beard with a fucking cord as a belt sitting next to me and flies flinging around him, and I had to sit there and suffer for 15 minutes. And fucking babies. I fucking hate babies on the bus. I love babies. They're cute and they're cuddly. They're beautiful, but they're annoying as fuck on the bus. They always gotta cry. I could be sitting in the back of the bus, and in the front of the bus a baby is crying, and the mother's just sitting there like, and I'm like, man, bitch, do you not hear your child crying? All in the ear, and the woman's like, you don't hear that baby crying? Pull out your titty, make it suck on some milk. Tell her to shut the fuck up. Another reason why I can't stand babies is because one time me and my fiance were on the bus, and as we were walking out, a woman was holding a baby next, and as I'm waiting to get off the bus, a baby grabs my cell phone out of my holder and starts like going like this with it. And then I was about to reach for my phone to get, because I thought I got a text message, and I'm like, hold on, where the fuck is my phone? And the woman was like, oh yeah, here, I guess my baby must have had it. I'm like, oh, so your baby 1 year old and already stealing? That baby's lucky it was 1 year old. I would have punched him so hard in the face he'd bleed out his toe. Like, every single time I'm wearing headphones, some old guy always wants to have a conversation with me about the Korean War or something. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to enjoy my ride. The fuck you talking to me for? Like, I'm just sitting there going like this, and the other guy sitting across from me like, and I'm like, it's fucking annoying. And another thing that really fucking bothers me is that every single bus, no matter what bus I get on, no matter where I'm going, there's always a motherfucker on the bus trying to sell me some shit. Like some oil that they stole from Victoria's Secret, but he's like, oh yes, that good shit. It never came out yet. It came out 2 years ago. And half the times the oil ain't even oil. It's just like fucking baby oil mixed with water with some cologne in it. For some reason, if one person's like in the middle of the bus and the other person's all the way in the back of the bus, why the fuck do they have to yell across the bus to talk to each other? I don't, maybe it's just in DC, I don't know, but I could be in the front of the bus, a guy's right next to me, and he'll be like, hey Mike, you see that Dallas game last night? And the other guy in the back will be like, oh no, I missed it, tell me what happened. I'm like, oh, the Giant ended up throwing the ball to Mike, and Mike passed it down for a touchdown. And the guy in the back will be like, oh shit, I didn't see that, you should tweet that to me. I'm like, you yelling, I'm bleeding out the ears because you're too lazy to go to the back of the bus and talk. Or you can't wait to get off the bus and talk? Why do you have to yell all the way across the bus to have a conversation? The whole world does not need to know about big booty bitches sucking on celery sticks. Oh my god, I sympathize with people that are wheelchairs and crutches, but then people on wheelchairs need to grow up. They're the most immature people ever on the bus. Like, if a wheelchair gets on the bus, because we have special seatings that, you know, if a wheelchair is getting on, the front seats flip up, and everyone who's sitting in those front seats have to move to the back so the wheelchair could get on. Old people get so pissed off. They'd be like, well, I'm 76 years old. Tell that motherfucker to get on the next bus. And I'm like, the bus runs like every 15-20 minutes, and it's minus 50 degrees outside. That's kind of fucked up that you can't move to the back. And especially when a wheelchair gets on the bus and the bus is crowded. Okay, this is my advice to anyone who rides the bus. Do not stand near handicapped people, especially people in a wheelchair, because if the bus is packed and you have to sit in the front with them, don't sit nowhere within 5 feet of them, because they'll be like, you're all in my space, you're all in my space. They'll go fucking evil and cuss you out, and I'm just like, it's not that serious, there's no room on the bus, chill the hell out. Damn. I hated that if you're not going to get on the bus anytime soon, just sit down. Why do you have to stand in the middle of the aisle? Because there's plenty of times when there's an open seat and the person is just standing like this, right next to the seat. Like, you can't sit down. You're blocking people's path to get to the back of the bus. Because I don't know why people love to sit in the back of. I guess because we grown people now still have that mentality like, oh yeah, cool people sit on the back of the bus or something. I don't know what it is, but for some reason they always love standing in the middle of the aisle like this, and then you gotta like, you know, fucking turn to like a piece of paper, try to get by them. Excuse me. I hate it especially when the bus is completely packed, and the rules are that if the more people that get on the bus, the further you have to go to the back. And people are so pressed. I don't understand why. Because if the bus is packed, people will actually get out of my way. I gotta get to the back. I'm like, there's no more room in the back. Why are you struggling to go back there? Chill the hell out. At the end of the day, Metro, you need to change up. I'm tired of this shit.